Minecraft got a whole lot cozier. Meet the brand new cushion. In the upcoming Minecraft update, you will be able to shear a sheep and get some wool. After that, you will be able to craft a whole bunch of new blocks, including wool stairs, also some slabs, and using the slabs, the new cushion. And these cushions come in all the colors of the rainbow and more. They look fantastic. And some of my friends and I decided to put the cushion to the test. Look at all the random things we came up with. Let me show you. So the cushion is the block that you can place on top of any flat surface. For example, on a stair or on top of the stair. Two flat surfaces. And then you can sit down. Pretty revolutionary if you ask me. We have been asking for this for a long time. If you've been playing Minecraft for a long time, and this is how we sit down. Yes, no more. So we can make couches like never before. They look amazing. And if you want to play with different heights, you can. Look at this. Amazing. And it's functional because you can sit on absolutely every single one of these. You can place a cushion in every single flat surface. In this case, you have a flat surface at the bottom, like that. A flat surface on the shelf. And then at the very top, another flat surface. So you can have 3 configurations on one single block. And you can get creative using snow layers, like that. You can stack it as high as you want, like that. There's also some interesting features. For example, a chest is not a full block. You see how there's a little gap? You can place a cushion on that gap and then sit down. I don't really know how I feel about this one. It's probably get patched. I don't know. But pretty fun stuff. Also on trapdoors. Trapdoors have 2 states like that, and you can obviously sit, but you can also close the trapdoor and sit on top. Same thing with buttons, on the empty part of the button or on the top part of the button, like this. Something else we discovered, if you place a pressure plate and some redstone, if you stand on it, obviously it will power the redstone and then power it off. If you place a cushion and then go on it, the redstone will stay powered. Interesting. Maybe we can come up with something later on? Also, you can place it inside containers like the cauldron and the composter, or even outside the composter. And even put some water on. You can sit on it and you can have a bath. I'm absolutely loving this block. Well, it's not technically a block, it's an entity, so... Which means, if you go far enough away, it will disappear, like this. All those things at the bottom have been made with cushions. If I keep going upwards, eventually, they'll disappear. And placing the cushion on different surfaces makes it for a very interesting experience. Like, on top of the campfire, that's fine. Nothing to worry about, but if I can go on the next campfire, it's lit, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to take damage. Sure enough, okay. Pretty fun. A cushion on top of a campfire is not catching on fire. Brilliant. Also, yeah, dangerous stuff. But you can also sit underwater. This is going to be great for a spa pool. We can actually sit in the water. I love this. So far, this block is amazing. You can put it on top of... I'm giving the magic away, but you can have a flying carpet. Yeah, never mind. You can also place the cushions on top of string and floating on top of signs too. Again, you have 2 areas for the sign, of one right at the bottom and one right at the top, like that. And obviously you can sit through them. Not very comfortable, but interesting. So that means you can actually make a bed or some sort of sleeping bag using them, and then it will be completely usable. Nice. You can go on top of the new straw bed. That could be fun. And also on the bed. But as you can see, the bed has a little bit of a gap which you can use it to sit on the bed. Well, through the bed, I guess. But again, using snow layers, we can make it look like we are actually sitting on the bed. Let me add 3 layers and then a cushion. Let's get a bed and replace that quickly. Once you place snow layers and a cushion on top, you have a few seconds before the cushion actually pops out to place a new block. For example, I am going to break the snow and place a cyan bed. And now the cushion should stay supported by that particular item. Or block, in this case, the bed. You can sit on the bed now. And also it's still functional. You can go to sleep. It's daytime though. Something else we discovered is that you can rename a cushion on an anvil and then place it on something like this. Now we have the throne. And you can actually sit on the throne. That is really cool. You can tell people not to sit on your cushion. That's my cushion. That's really fun. I like that. And of course, we discovered how to travel a whole lot faster. If you place cushions 4 blocks apart, and then you sit on it, and then you aim to the next one, you can actually go really quick on either direction. That is super quick. Look at this. You can also use that travel technique over long areas and above ground, like for example on top of chains. Just like that. You can quickly go from one end to the other. But not just travel horizontally, you can also travel vertically. You can go up or down. In this case, we're gonna go 10 blocks high using these 4 cushions. Just sit on it, aim up, and then right click, and then you are right on the top. And if you want to go down, just aim down, and then you go back to the bottom of the elevator. Really helpful. That's gonna be amazing. Is it quicker than a bubble elevator? I don't know. But let me know in the comments. Give it a go. Test it. Something else I really like about cushions is that you can place them on every single layer. For example, these crystals, they all have different heights, which means you can place them on top and do a funny little staircase. The same thing with snow layers. And remember what we were talking about, how different blocks have different horizontal layers. For example, the decorated pot has 3 places that we can place the cushion. Right at the bottom, right on the next, right on the next flat surface. The same happens with the grindstone. 1 place, 2nd, and then right at the top. You see? Different areas, so different heights. That totally looks like a rubbish bin. I absolutely love that design. That's so cool. You can place it on top of lightning rods and end rods. Again, 2 places that you can place them. You can also place them on or under fences and walls. Yes, you can still sit through them. Very uncomfortable. Or right at the top, and it doesn't change the wall configuration. Very fun. And something else that we discovered is that the block is actually transparent, so you can walk through it. It doesn't add height to the build, so you can do something like this. Purely decorative. And of course, we were experimenting how the cushion interacts with an item frame, as you can see here. How it interacts with different blocks. So weird. Please use at your own discretion. Ouch. Some of these are dangerous. Now, we tried a whole bunch of different blocks, including the flower pot. There's 2 places for the cushions to go in there. It's very interesting. Cushions at the bottom of item frames. Cushions at different growth of the plants. It's still a bit funny because it's an entity. You can go through them. But I don't know what you use this for, but I think it's pretty cool. Now the plants actually grew through. I like that. A cushion on a cake. Yes. Very comfortable. On flowers, on flower pots, on decorated pots. And you can come up with your own ideas. Like, for example, whatever this is. And this is clearly a platypus. Bury the platypus. Oh boy. But for decoration, it's going to be amazing. Look what you can do by placing a green cushion on top of a comparator. A snake or a frog. This is fun. A copper golem statue has a lot of different places that you can interact with the cushion. And in terms of decoration, we came up with all these mushrooms. Look at this. There's a mushroom on top of a button with fences and walls, chains. What? I forgot what that is. With a candle on top of a candle. Look at that. Different dripstones, a pickle, torches, flowers, all sorts of different flowers, including bamboo. That was, yeah, like that. Very little. Sugar cane, lightning rods, lights, a floating mushroom using a conduit. You can also have it on top of skulls. The copper golem looks fantastic there. Almost looks like a Mexican copper golem, you know what I mean? On top of levers and on top of heavy cores. You can also go at the bottom of a heavy core. All the different mushroom ideas. I really like that. That's so cute. That's a very compact mushroom. And the last thing I want to show you is that we discovered that you can stack cushions using snow layers and then replace the snow layers with a block, and then you get a totally different block that looks like a sandwich. And that led us to, someone said, can you make an Oreo biscuit? This was our first attempt, but I was not satisfied. We spent probably 45 minutes during a live stream to actually come up with this. An Oreo biscuit, an Oreo cookie, double stuffed. But wait, there's more. We did a burger with cheese. Right, I think this is how you do it. So you place any block. In this case, I'm going to use a fence. We're going to start with a black cushion, and then against the fence, place a couple of layers of snow, and then place the next cushion. 2 other layers of snow and a black cushion this time. Another 2 layers, and I'm going to do a yellow cushion. And now we are going to break this snow and place an oak fence in its stead. Like that, really quick. And then you have what it looks like, a bee. And then you can just top it up with a carpet. Don't forget to press shift and completely finish it up like that. Or just replace the carpet with a cushion and carry on. I don't know how tall you can make this. Please put it to the test and let me know in the comments how high you can stack cushions. But this is pretty cool. And if you want to be a bit more exotic, instead of replacing the snow with a fence post, you can replace it with another block. In this case, we put honey. So this is basically another Oreo biscuit, but we put honey instead. So now it turned into a completely different block that looks a bit odd, and it just has a little bit of a wiggle when you look at it. It's so weird. But I have to say that this is probably the weirdest, more fun update in a very long time. I am really excited about this, and the fact that all these features are working as intended, that means they're staying. And we're going to have cushions everywhere. Please in the comments send me your weirdest cushion ideas and I'll probably make another video. I love experimenting with these things. Thanks for watching another episode of Vaud the Builder. Thank you to all my friends who helped me build all these random things, and my friends on Patreon and my YouTube members. You guys are amazing. Thank you, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!